Welcome back to somebody on Wrestling and on edition of Smackdown Out of 10, and of course this episode is taking place in Glasgow ahead of Clash in the Castle tomorrow, and this was WWE's last chance to sell undecided fans on watching the PLE, so there's lots of views to be addressed, and yeah, it's a pretty stacked show. And we started things off with Naomi against Chelsea Green. Smackdown opened with shots of Glasgow as Corey Graves welcomed us to the show. Before we head into the match, the crowd serenaded Bayley as they always do in the UK as Naomi and Green began to fight. This is a classic heel face dynamic. The fans were fully behind Naomi and popped for everything she did while jeering Green when she was in control. The match won't be called a clinic or a classic, but it was a perfect example of WWE style of storytelling. The hero and villain played their part and they excited crowds along the ride. A good audience can make just about any show more enjoyable, which definitely impacted this performance. Even if you were impressed with the in-ring action, the atmosphere here definitely made it exciting. Bayley prevented some cheering and gave Naomi the opening she needed to pick up the win. So yeah, I thought while it wasn't a classic, I thought it will go down as a pretty fun match on the whole. So I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Grayson Waller and Austin Theory then were out to host an episode of the Grayson Waller Effect with DIY as guest. Gargano tried to plant some seeds of doubt in Theory's mind about Waller, who was trying to convince him he could be successful on his own. The segment ended in a fight that saw Theory took 2 shots meant for Waller to further build some tension between them. And I really like where we're going with this story. Theory joining and going back to Hawaii, yeah, I think could be a really intriguing story if done right. And I think, yeah, this was a good way to start building some seeds to that. So yeah, I liked it. Before it's time for Apollo Crews looking to get some revenge on Santos Escobar, who obviously attacked him last week, and he immediately found himself being thrown around belly to belly suplex. They can both do some high flying moves, but the former IC champ obviously had the power advantage. Escobar was able to take control, but surprisingly Baron Corbin came out to crusade and took out Angel and Berto. The rest of the match was an even back and forth until Lopez tripped Cruz on the top rope. Escobar called him, rolled him out to the pin to end a solid match. But yeah, definitely looks like there's going to be a team between Crew and Corbin in the coming weeks, which is going to be an interesting one to track. But yeah, on the whole, I kind of like this. I thought, yeah, definitely some intriguing points coming out of this, and I think the feud can continue, and yeah, it's just good to see Apollo Crews getting some spotlight on TV. Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles then had their scheduled confrontation, but the OC were right beside the phenomenal one. The American Nightmare said he wanted to talk man to man, so Styles sent the OC away. They traded words and insult for a few minutes. And yeah, I think, yeah, most of the build had already been done, but this did the job to really hype up the match, seeing these two legends going at it. So yeah, good stuff. For the next bout, it featured Nia Jax and Medium taking out their frustrations with each other, and they got into a fight backstage. Meechin didn't even wait for Jax to get to the ring before diving into it. Jax ended up winning a very short contest that almost counts as a squash. So yeah, dominant win for Jax. I guess Meechin got a bit of an advantage, but yeah, really this was pretty one-sided. On the whole, I'm gonna give it a 5 or 6 out of 10. I'll be nice and give it a 6 out of 10. Before it's time for Kevin Owens against Solo Sikoa, and yeah, a big showdown, and many people probably expected this to be at Clash of the Castle. These are two men who pride themselves on hard-hitting offense, so it shouldn't surprise anyone to read that this was the best match tonight. KO would have had the fight won if it wasn't for Paul Heyman putting Sikoa's foot on the bottom rope. Going after him was KO's downfall, and 2 smash strikes put him down for the 3. Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa immediately ran to the ring and attacked Owens until Randy Orton came out and made the save. Yeah, like I said, I'm surprised we're not getting any of this on the pay-per-view with how much big it's been a story on TV recently, but I thought this was a really good match. Obviously it's going to lead to further rivalry between them down the road with a screwy finish, so yeah, it all makes sense. The bloodline keep looking strong, so yeah, on the whole I'm going to give it 7 out of 10. Good stuff. And overall I'm going to give this week's SmackDown a 6 out of 10. It's kind of a typical go-home show for a PLE. Pit light on action in favour of selling long feuds, and Naomi and Green a decent bout. Cruz and Escobar fine. Owens and Sikoa was a really good match. The Scottish crowd were rambunctious. Yeah, we need more shows in foreign countries, no disrespect in America. But yeah, the crowds are just better. But yeah, obviously all the hype building up to Clash of the Castle tomorrow evening. Guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.